Alright, welcome to another coming out video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really helps me in the algorithm. Really appreciate it. I love you guys forever. Anyway, let's stop making this about me and read some stories. Brush extension 7609. I don't know why I always struggle with getting the numbers. I always sound like I can't read numbers when I'm reading numbers, and I do apologise, but I promise I can read numbers. Anyway, coming out advice needed. I'm currently in a position where I kind of need to come out to my outwardly homo-transphobic parents sometime in the next year. I decided that with my therapist that when I go to college, I'm going to transition no matter what. My parents have money set aside for my college, which would be incredibly helpful, but I know for a fact that when they find out I was transitioning, they would cut me off and I would have to scramble for loans and change colleges, which would be a huge pain in the arse. So sometime before I go to college, it'd be fall of 2027, I still have one more year of school left. I'm going to come out to them and lay it all on the table. Going to do HRT and change my name and go by she, her at least. Maybe some surgeries, but at a later date. They blew up at me when they found out I liked guys when I got outed a while ago as gay, and they needed advice on what to say to them when I come out. Thoughts? P.S. Sorry if this is rambling. That wasn't rambling at all. That was a really short post. I don't know if I can advise. I don't know firsthand transgender issues. I empathise with you, and I'm sorry you're going through this. I think the only practical advice I can give, and it sounds like you're already there with your therapist when it comes to talking about this stuff, but yeah, you already know that you're probably going to be cut off. So preparing now to be self-sufficient and not rely on their money is a really good thing, so that when you start college, if you have anything taken away from you, you're set and it doesn't matter. But let's see what the comments have to say. Peasant Gas 4587 says, I don't have experience with this, but I understand the fear. I'm still struggling to decide whether I come out to my parents at all. But then again, being bi is not as noticeable or controversial as transitioning. So I'm sorry that you have this lack of support. I'll be praying you find the right people who will love and support you the way you are. I'm sorry I can't offer more advice though. No, that's a good comment. People are so sweet on this subreddit. I'm sorry to interrupt the comments, but I think I've said this before. I haven't come across any trolls going onto these sites who are homophobic and writing negative comments, which I thought I would see more of. But these subreddits have just had the sweetest advice. I think the problem I found is when I go through the stories and I see that somebody's asking for help and advice and there's no comments, I feel so bad for those people. So to be fair, as I've been finding stories, I've been commenting on the no comment ones. I won't tell you my username on Reddit so that you don't know that it's me commenting, and I don't then post those stories. I comment and then I just move on to the next story because I feel so bad that people are reaching out for help and then nobody's helping them. And it can just be because when you're scrolling through the stories and you're reading people's stories, you just don't necessarily see those stories, so those stories are just being missed. It's not people being spiteful and being like, I just don't want to comment. But it makes me feel really sad. Anyway, next comment. Blissful Mute. When I turned 18, I had no opportunities for college, military or trade. I came out and got out, taking a chance with a friend and made it states away. I struggled. I'm not better or stronger for it, but I learned and I lived. My advice is this: take the help you can from whoever you can while you become the person they could never help you become. Oh, as in your parents could never help you become. Okay, that makes sense. If they're gonna pay for your college, take that as far as you can. You're the most powerful force in your own future. And if you want the best one, you may have to be a little dishonest with cynical people who would throw you away if they knew who you truly were. So let them believe you're the person they want you to be, busy with schooling, work or theatre or whatever, and just start making a Hannah Montana style existence until you're comfortable away from their influence. Build your support network with friends and people who will become your siblings. Connect with community, because if your parents suck super badly, you're gonna need one they can't influence you away from. Yeah, this is just my opinion, and I'm not saying this person's wrong. Personally, I would, if you want to come out to them and you want to do that as you start college so that you can start clean and fresh, which I completely understand. You'll know what you're up against from the beginning. You'll know what support you have and haven't got. I don't know if there's a way for you to get scholarships or if you can work while you're at uni, I know that's not easy because that's a lot and it's exhausting, but I wouldn't want to rely on my parents' money because you could be cut off at any point. As you say, they accidentally found out you were gay, so who's to say they're not going to accidentally find out you're transitioning and then just cut you off and then you're stuck? So I would prepare to be without their money before you get to that point, so that if they cut you off, you're prepared and you can carry on as you were as much as you can. I hope that helps, and I hope the advice given helps as well. But best of luck, OP, for the future. Next, probably Silent Pixel. Late bloomer, am I broken? Absolutely not. Don't need to read any more. Mal 36 came out 5 years ago. Well, coming out is quite a generous statement, I suppose. 5 years ago, I moved to Germany. It's at this time I decided to try out dating. 5 years later, I've only had a handful of dates, and so far I haven't even had a first kiss. Before coming out, I had zero experience with girls also. When I first started dating, I quickly developed self-esteem issues. For context, I'm a black chubby dude. First months of me joining dating apps, specifically Bumble, OkCupid and Hinge. Oh, OkCupid and Hinge, sorry, I haven't heard of that one. I barely got any matches, and unfortunately, more than once I matched with the same guy, and he asked me why I thought he would be interested in a thing like me. Oh, dude. Shortly afterwards, they would unmatch. This happened a few times. Preferences are a reality, but I have to admit, between barely matching with guys and some of a few who I am matched with asking me why I would think they would be into a thing like me, my self-esteem took a beating. It took me some time to rebuild on that. I suppose being in my late 30s, without even having a first kiss, has recently got me thinking a lot. Mainly, am I broken? The fact that at my age, I haven't even had my first kiss, isn't that a red flag to a lot of guys? Dude, I really feel for you. I can't advise because I don't know you. This is the sort of situation where you need to really know the person more to advise. So I'm stuck on helping you, but I feel really bad for you because you obviously want a relationship. But for people on these sites to be so disgustingly hurtful is really upsetting. And I'm sorry, dude. Let's see if the comments can help you at all. Got a couple of comments here. Dramatic Focus 4998. Until you die, it's never late. Keep trying. I'm having the same problem that I found a partner late in life because I'm always alone and have little trust issues with people. But I make little but brave steps to beat my goal, and I believe you can too. Civil AD 8911. I think it's quite common for gay persons, men especially, to become sexually active later. Some of this is due to society and or religious pressure causing us to repress our sexuality, so we end up not having sex with anyone and avoiding it entirely till we're able to break free from the oppressive situation. In my case, it was getting away from home and a fundamentalist homophobic cult I was raised in. In other cases, it might take moving to get away from local cultural oppressions. In any case, it seems like you're free to explore now, but are finding the pickings few. I would suggest finding gay clubs or trying apps that aren't as common. I'm sure there must be more specific apps for chubby guys and chasers of your ethnic background. You might even want to travel to areas that host black gay pride events. I know there's one in Atlanta most years. I see Growler and Bigger City are the apps for larger guys. Oh, you're so sweet that you looked into that. But yeah, it is. Oh, let's see. I hate dating apps. I've been on dating apps. It's just dirge, and I really struggle to believe you find like a soulmate, if you believe in soulmates, on dating apps. I know some people do, and that's great, but it's rare. If you're not confident, like going to clubs is tricky because that feels like a massive deal. But you need to believe in yourself more, because your personality can shine through and you will find somebody that loves you for who you are. But I wish you luck, OP. We are all beautiful. Anyway, I want to end this video on a positive note. So I've got a little thing to read here. This is it says before Pride Month starts, but obviously this is the end of Pride Month. Before Pride Month starts, here are a few reminders. Men's Mental Health Month is in November. Veterans get 2 months in the US, May and November. Straight pride isn't a thing because nobody has repressed or killed for being straight, same as being cis. Trans men are men and trans women are women. Your religion guides only you, not everyone else. Absolutely. I'm sorry I didn't read that at the start of the month because that would have made more sense. But it's just a positive reminder that people that are part of any community, not just pride, have support, have months out there where they can be supported and loved and cared for, as we all should be. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!